his eyes.
Before we wrap, I want to continue off last week's episode, which I missed. Did you fucking really think that Tony Soprano was in the witness protection program?
First of all,
were you? No, I just want to know.
I'm gonna
I just
say.
want to know.
The question I'm answering.
Hold on,
right
let me.
now,
I didn't finish my fucking question, so you can't answer something if I didn't fucking finish my fucking question.
No, that means you got two questions.
No. Do you really believe that he's in the witness protection program, or were you just fucking around?
I believe that it's possible. And I think when you cocksuckers tell me that the only fucking thing that happened was what you believe, and that any other fucking possibility is wrong, go fuck yourself. I'm not saying. I think he probably does die. He probability does die. I think it's possible that he did not.
Who killed him?
It's possible we're living in a simulation. No. So.
I think that there's a lot of things, and I can't even make the points as to why.
I was in the same boat as you for years.
Denial?
Because I didn't want to believe that one of the greatest characters of all time.
I am ready to accept that he died.
I didn't want to believe that.
I'm not saying he did not die.
Because I always wanted to see more. I was like, oh, this one day they'll reboot it. It'll come back. It'll come back. And then when James Gandolfini, passed away, and then we got this shitty fucking prequel movie that came out, and then he finally came out and said that, yeah, Tony does die at the end of the movie. That's definitive.
He doesn't say, yeah, Tony died. He said, it bothered me how many people wanted to see it.
You're dead. You're done, son.
Not even that. You can watch him say it because there's a video, too.
The perspective
it's not even like,
his view.
Interpreting the
Tony Soprano is based off of a guy that went into witness protection.
At the end of the show, it's his perspective.
Yeah, I know.
It goes out and then cuts. Done.
No sound.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Why would they make that ending if they weren't going to do that, though?
Why did they make the ending? They could have...
Because when you die, he goes black.
Says who? When any other character dies, that's not what happens.
They can't say it when they're dead.
You watch every other fucking person die. You watch Bobby Bacala get fucking shot to pieces, and he's the one that said...
he's not the main fucking character. The Sopranos will continue without Bobby Bacala. How are you going to have The Sopranos without Soprano?
There was a funny clip
the rest of the family.
Junior's fucking retarded. He lost his marbles.
Exactly.
I was in that?
AJ was never going to be in the mob.
Right.
That was it. The walls were closing around Tony.
I don't have the anger or the
But where does this witness protection? There's no correlation. There's no...
Okay.
This is like a conspiracy theory.
If you want to actually let me mention it, because I couldn't even mention why.
Oh, go ahead.
There was I don't even feel like fucking talking about this right now. Tony was already working with them. First of all, I just want to address a couple things. Everybody tries to say Tony would never go into witness protection. You're a fucking idiot. You have no idea what you're fucking talking about. Tony is the most selfish motherfucker on that show, and he's shown it time and time again. He's cheated. Plenty of people would say Tony would never join the witness protection. I have a problem with that. He's a selfish fuck. Of course he would if it benefited him.
How many times did he tell Carmela? Stop talking to my wife. He fucking gets super pissed off.
Sure, but that's part of the show. Is they were working on
after
him.
you, they're gonna kill you.
Right.
Stop talking to my wife.
They were working with him.
That's just so. Oh yeah. No. Of course.
They worked together. He gave them the terrorist guy. They were showing that there was a relationship developing between him and the FBI. He's based off of a guy that went into witness protection.
He came down for the sandwiches. Yeah, I don't think it's because you miss the sandwiches. I think it's because you miss us.
Right. They started to develop a friendship, and then also he was looking out for Tony, letting him know that New York was coming from him, and cheering him on. I forget when it was exactly. I think it's when when he gets killed.
Man, we're gonna win this.
He's like, yeah, exactly. There's a vested interest there. I think there was plenty of opportunities for him to die. How many assassination attempts happened on him, and they all failed?
How does Agent Harris get the information that he passes on to Tony? Is it through interagency cooperation and an agreement from the judge in the court, or is it because he's fucking somebody?
Does he say
he's cheating on his wife with another lady who works in that unit still and gets that info and calls Tony while she's showering?
I forgot about that.
And then she comes out and goes, and she knows what he did, and he's just like, ugh.
Did you ever hear the theory, Chris, about AJ's girlfriend?
This one I think
was insane.
I
this
think
one
he mentioned this.
Again, somebody brought up a great point. Was it you about the women and children and the daughters? They would never.
Well, they would never hurt.
Them.
They never involved them, but I mean, they did kill Phil in front of his fucking wife,
Adriana.
I mean, they did kill Tony.
Well, Adriana was a
she was getting
unique circumstance. Yeah. Yeah.
Poor fucking Meadow had to watch her dad die right in front of her.
See, and that's the other thing too is I can't imagine David
Those
Chase,
onion rings look
who
real
loved
good,
his
though.
character.
Good onion rings, right?
What?
I can't imagine David Chase, who must have loved his own character, giving him such a fucked ending.
He was
where you
literally
get your fucking brains blown out in front of your family.
You just basically are quoting around what he fucking actually said.
That's not. He said it. It
He
disturbed
was
me how many
offended
people wanted
that
to see it.
people wanted to see him, like that they needed the confirmation.
Yes.
For themselves to know they weren't satisfied with the
people felt it was
basic,
a cop out. Like end the fucking show. It's been going on for how many years?
Well, here's the thing. He's like, and
like
you
that?
wanted to see this person that
Why
you
did
loved.
he end it that
he
way?
He says you wanted to see a person that you loved because you've been in the trenches with him for 6 years. I forgot exactly the words he uses, but just along the lines of that. You want to see him face down in a plate of his linguine? Like, who wants that? It's morose. It's disturbing. No one wants that.
Write that as his fate.
He didn't. That's why it just goes black.
But that would be his fate.
It's a peaceful ending. It's the best way to die, to be fair, honestly.
So the horrible atrocity happens, but you just don't see it. So
correct. It's left up to the mind of the imagination of the viewer, and especially at the time.
Well, that's the thing about
disputed.
these books or these stories and these movies and these TV shows when they end open-ended like that.
Well, he would have been fine with that, but he said it had gone on for so long, and then they were promoting the new fucking movie thing, and it just kept coming. It's a constant every day.
If they interview him again and ask him the question tomorrow, he'll say something different.
Every time he peeks his head out, and he's just like, well, again, and he talked about how he was going to kill Tony the whole time. He had an ending for the show, and he changed the ending because he was on a drive, and he saw a place, and he went, that's where Tony should get it. Get it. What is it? It isn't dinner. Okay?
Tony gets what he finally wanted, which is all of his family together for fucking dinner, and
that's
fucking all the bullshit's done.
That's the irony of life.
Rob, take us home.
Could be a happy ending.
No fucking way.